Ho 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 ho! Happy Christmas everybody! I'm going to redo my video for Silent Night because the old one was a bit old and daggy, I think. So I thought I'd do it again with an even sillier Christmas hat on, a little bit of tinsel, a bit of festive cheer and all that sort of stuff thrown in for good measure. I'm going to play it for you first of all so you know how it goes, and then as usual we're going to do a left hand and a right hand close-ups, make sure that you've got all of the bits together, and then I'm going to show you a couple of ways of kind of jigging it up a bit to make it a little bit more tricksy for those that have got a little bit more technique and fancy trying something a little different, and for those that have learned it before that want to find a variation on playing it. So I'm going to start by playing it for you. Here we go. Sounds like this. So, let's get stuck in, check out what we just did. Okay, here we are for the left hand. Now I'm going to run through the whole tune with you here, so you might want to go to the website and print out the tab and make notes on the page there for what fingers go where, or you just want to stop and start it a little bit and learn it as you go. So we're starting here with our second finger on the 6th string on the 3rd fret and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So we pluck these ones first, then just lift off the 3rd finger, back on, off. Now we use a 1st finger bar here at the 5th fret, then to a regular D chord. Now we go to this G/D, which means a G chord with a D in the bass. So we're using 1st finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, 2nd finger also in the 3rd fret but on the thinner string, and 3rd finger reaches over to go on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. That forms this G with a D. We're going to use this later as well. And then back to the G we started off with, just using those 2 fingers. Now we go to a C. Now we go to this C with an E, and all that we do, so you can probably notice the little finger is kind of already placed there from the C. If we lift off 3rd finger and put little finger, so lift off little 3rd finger first, then put little finger down here on the 3rd fret of the thinner string, it's already made my 3rd finger go to almost the position it's going to. So we'd play this, then little finger goes off, 3rd finger goes down in the 2nd fret of the thinner string, and then lift it off to play the open string. I'll do that bit again. So C, lift off 3rd finger, put down little finger off down to the 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, lift that off for the open. Then we just got 3rd finger, just 2nd finger playing the bass note. Then that whole 4 bars repeats. Then we go back to the 1st finger bar at the 5th fret. Then we move the bar up 2 frets and add 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the thinner string. Little finger reaches over to go 10th fret 2nd string. Little finger comes off and you play the note that's at the 7th fret, which is still covered by the bar. So that part. Then back to that funny G with a D bass, played like this. Then to another type of G with a D bass, which kind of looks like a D chord shape but up on the 7th fret. Last part, the last line of the sheet music, which you've hopefully printed out, start with your little finger on the thinnest string 3rd fret. See the 3rd finger went down there just to play that note. Then 3rd finger lifts off. Then you go to this D with an F sharp bass. Now the fingering for this bit's quite important. So second finger on the thicker string, 2nd fret. Third finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Little finger goes in the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then little finger lifts off and first finger goes down in the 1st fret. Then you just pluck the 3rd string and lift these fingers off. 2nd finger slides forward and we've got the G chord. So that last part again, D with the F sharp bass. G. Then we go to the harmonics, which are out of camera shot now, so I'm going to leave that for a second and I'll explain that later. Let me just play it once more through, all of the way without stopping, just so you can see nice and closely how the fingers flow together to play the piece. Here we go. Now moving it up to here to the 12th fret, when we do the harmonics, we're just resting the 3rd finger really lightly right above the 12th fret, not behind the 12th fret like that, like you normally would fret the note, but right actually on top, and you just rest it ever so lightly on there and pluck those notes, and you can hear the notes stay ringing out even after you lift your finger off. If you're not sure about how to do harmonics, check out, I've got a video lesson dedicated just to harmonics, so you want to go and have a look at that. Okay, that's taken care of the left hand. Let's go and have a look at the right hand.